I'm always on the hunt to find new holiday-themed desserts that I know that my kids and their friends will enjoy. I'm Lindsay from My Better Batch, and today we are making holiday blondies with a cute little reindeer decoration on top. Now, this is a made-from-scratch recipe that is actually pretty quick, pretty easy, and with that decoration, it is pretty impressive as well. Let's get baking. So what exactly is a blondie and how is it different than a brownie or a cookie bar? I didn't know the answer to this question, so I did a little bit of research, and here's what I was able to find out. A blondie typically gets its flavor from the vanilla extract and the brown sugar, unlike a brownie, which gets its flavor from the cocoa powder. But the two are pretty similar in their mouthfeel. So a really good blondie should have an ooey, gooey center, but be firm around the edges. Now, enough with the blondie lesson. Let's get to it. For this recipe, you'll need half a cup of unsalted butter, softened, 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 egg plus 1 egg yolk, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of baking powder, a half a cup of holiday M&Ms, and a half a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. And for the reindeer decoration, you'll need some mini red M&Ms, candy eyes, and mini pretzel twists. We're gonna start by mixing up our dry ingredients. So in a medium-sized mixing bowl, I've added my 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, and to that, I'll add 1 teaspoon of salt and a half a teaspoon of baking powder. Now with a whisk or a spoon, just give it a quick stir to combine. Now we're ready to set it to the side and start on our wet ingredients. In a large mixing bowl, let's go ahead and add our butter and sugar. Remember, blondies are traditionally made with brown sugar only. So to our half cup of unsalted butter that has been softened, we are going to add 1 cup of brown sugar. Then using my hand mixer today, I'm just gonna cream the butter and the sugar together for about 3 to 4 minutes on medium. Once your butter and sugar are combined, we're gonna add 1 egg and 1 egg yolk and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then we're gonna continue to mix on medium for another 30 to 45 seconds until the ingredients are well combined. It's time to mix it all together, so let's go ahead and add our dry ingredients slowly to our wet ingredients. With blondie dough, you wanna make sure not to overmix. You wanna mix the dry ingredients until they are just combined. When the dough is mixed too much, the gluten in the flour will begin to develop, which can make them tough. Once the dough looks like this, we're gonna add our half a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips and half a cup of holiday M&Ms, and then using a rubber spatula or a spoon, gently fold those M&Ms and chocolate chips into your dough. So our dough is ready. It smells so good. What's interesting about this blondie dough is it is more of a consistency in the dough form as a cookie bar, but the consistency when we bake it and it comes out of the oven is gonna be more like a brownie. It's gonna have that nice fudgy texture. So go ahead and place your cookie dough into the middle of an 8x8 inch pan and use the palm of your hand to gently press the dough evenly into the entire pan. Our blondies are headed into a 350-degree oven for about 22 to 24 minutes total. Your blondie is done baking when it's slightly jiggly and shiny on top, but the edges look fully baked. Our blondies baked for about 22 minutes, and now they're ready for the final decoration, which is totally optional, by the way. I've prepared a few mini red M&Ms and a handful of super small pretzel twists and some leftover spooky eyes from Halloween cookie decorating, and we're gonna decorate the top with a few reindeer. Well, Rudolph to be exact. So go ahead and press 2 small pretzel twists into the top of your blondie. Under that, we're gonna put eyes, and then we're gonna finish it off with a bright red M&M nose. You can place a few of these on top of your blondie and allow it to fully cool before cutting them into squares and serving. I hope you enjoyed making these fun, festive reindeer blondies with me today. They are super easy, they're fun to make with your kids or to serve to them. I think they'll really be impressed. If you have a favorite dessert that you like to make this time of year, I would love to hear about it. Please put it in the comments below, and as always, hit the subscribe button and give us a like. I'm Lindsay from My Better Batch. Thanks for baking with me today. Rudolph blondies as much as I did. Oh, he lost his antlers. That's not good. It's okay. They still taste good.